We want kids to know the course, get the feel of the course. Because when we grew up, you know, we would go like down to Savannah Inn, and it was so different than our course because our greens were hard, our fairways were hard. When the city had it, they were putting sand in the traps that came out of the Savannah River. So they would have, you know, shark's teeth in the traps. They would have all kinds of stuff. I mean, rocks, pebbles, all kinds of stuff that shouldn't use that sand. But it's when they dredge a river, they use the sand on the golf course. But the greens, Bacon Park, were always very hard. You know, we didn't have an irrigation system. We just had me, and we had God, and we had rain. But we'd go down to Wilmington Island, we'd hit a shot down there. And that's when Rosanova had the golf course down there, and Bill Bacchus was down there, and Tony Reardon had left Bacon Park and gone down there. But you'd hit a ball on one of those greens, and it would actually back up like it did on TV, and we didn't even know we could hit a ball like that. So we'd be in a high school match down there. Ball would hit the green and back up. We didn't know we could put spin on the ball because couldn't see it at Bacon Park. You know, Mike Morris, Randy Jacobson, Bubba Tilton, you know, Craig Palmer, George Thomas, Chip Chambers. All of us grew up, Donald Consols, Toby Brown. We'd hit balls, and you'd have to hit a little punch shot because if you actually carried it to the green, it usually would go over the green. So it was, you know, playing at Bacon Park was where we played 99% of our golf. So when we'd go off to a high school state match, we play on golf courses we'd never played, and we didn't know how to play them. So it's good, you know, to stick with a course, learn a course, but also know that every course plays different.
What are some things we need to know about Bacon Park's course? Is there a certain trick or a certain tip that you could give that would help people coming up playing there might want to remember on a specific area of the course?
Now, every hole is pretty cool. Every one of those holes has a name. They were given a name back in 1926. And I can tell you the name to every one of them. Number 1 is Getaway, 2 is Hogback, 3 is Lowland, 4 is Overbrook, 5 is Crooked Valley, 6 is Blind Tom, 7 is The Stretch, 8 is Dog Leg, 9 is Dead Aim, 10 is The Narrows, 11 is really was my favorite hole. It's called No Fooling because it's a very skinny hole, very short hole. If you hit the ball to the left or right, you're in big trouble. 12 was The Canal, 13 was Spitball. And that's one of my most favorite holes when I changed it, when I fixed the course. I think I just said it was Spitball, but it was Sore Thumb. And we moved the green back where it used to be up on a hill. It's pretty cool. And then 14 was Spitball. 15 was Belly Acres. That was a really cool hole. That's the hardest hole in the course.
15?
Yeah. 16 was Triangle, 17 was The Oak, and 18 was Home. So there's probably not too many people can rattle them off like I just did.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. We have a great field. We have some great players, and we have some legends that are playing. I'm sure Skeetus is playing. You know, he won it. His son almost won it. His father's won it. I mean, the Skeetus name is real big in golf. Danny Nelson, I don't know if he's playing. I hope he is. He's won it, I think, 4 or 5 times. You know, but there's definitely Jack Hall. I'm not sure if he's playing, but he's a contender. And then we have all these young guys coming up that, you know, anybody can win it, that's for sure.
That was going to be my question. Do you have any kind of speculation about who may be winning this year, who to look for?
I would always look at Skeetus, but there's so many people that can win it.
Depends on who wants it bad enough, right?
Well, it just depends if they're ready for Bacon Park, because Bacon Park is, like I said, number 11 is named No Fooling, but the whole golf course is No Fooling. You know, you really have to know the course because it'll beat you. You know, you got to deal with that scorecard. And course is in good shape. It's greens are good shape. You know, we're expecting par to be a good score. We are not expecting somebody to finish, 10 or 12 under. You know, this is
It's a challenging course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was designed to be that way. And the people that will win are definitely gold, blue tee players that play from the tip. So that's not a very long course, but it's a very challenging course. So it's got a good history of golfers there.